you?
I'm good.
Congratulations on finishing season 1.
Thanks.
So I would love if you can quickly take me behind the scenes and share with me, how was it for you working on this project in comparison to others that you've worked on in the past?
I love this show. I love everything about it. I love this cast. I love this crew. It feels like such a privilege to be able to tell this really important story about a family that's dealing with a returning citizen, a formerly incarcerated person, what it's like to be a formerly incarcerated citizen, what it's like to love a formerly incarcerated citizen. So this project really is like the privilege of a lifetime.
Okay, and was there any particular episode that you found to be pretty difficult or challenging to, film?
I think the great thing about our show is that every episode has a lot of laughter and a lot of poignant humanity. So each episode had some scenes that were more challenging to film, but also a lot of scenes that were so joyful to film. So that made coming to work such a pleasure.
And that was something, this is my last question at episode 1, right? Repetition compulsion. There was something that you actually stated that stuck with me.
Tell me.
And it was definitely about dating.
Oh, how you're
think,
parented is how you partner.
Absolutely. So I have to know, is that a philosophy that you live by or that you truly believe? Or was it just, a part of your character role?
It depends. A lot of what Paige says I do agree with, but not 100% of what she says. But I'm exploring a lot of these themes of my own, right? In my own work on myself and in therapy. And so it was fun to be able to play her and get to wrap my head around all her ideology.
Yes. Well, again, I definitely enjoyed the season. A big congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay. At this point in your career, what exactly points towards a project and or a character role being worth your while? Like, what is it about the character role that makes you say yes or even no?
What's the story that's being told? What's the story that's being told? Can I contribute meaningfully to the story? And will the story that is being told, what is the impact that the story that is being told have on the viewing audience?
So my next question would be, how do you feel like you connect personally to the role that you played as Paige's dad?
It's a good question. That's a good question. I connect personally to the role from the standpoint that I'm a parent. Thank God I'm very much in my son's lives. I haven't abandoned him. But in terms of, for instance, the kinds of struggles that my mom had and the struggles that my mom had and the impact that we had together, that we struggled with together in terms of our relationship, I relate to that. And some components of that relationship apply to what Kerry's character Paige and my character Edwin are negotiating in our relationship in UnPrisoned.
And my last question, because I know you have to cut out, is there anything that we should be on the lookout for project-wise that you have your hands into? Are you currently working on any secretive projects?
As a matter of fact, yes. So I am going to direct a film called, I'm not going to give you the title yet, but it's a kind of a coming-of-age story. It's about families healing, and I'm going to direct that film. It is set in Jamaica and in New York City, and it's a project that I'm going to direct and co-star in.
All right. Thank you so much,
God
Mr.
bless you.
Delroy. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and congratulations.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Okay.
The big question is, will there be a season 2?
You're going to have to answer.
You have to answer, because I am literally dying to find out more about the dynamic of Kerry and Nadine's relationship.
Oh, how fun! Well, I love that you guys are so invested in that. We are too. We don't know, but we hope that there will be a season 2. Ask Tara, the head of Onyx, when she walks down the carpet. She's coming our way pretty soon.
I will be sure to do that. So can you tell me a little bit about the casting process? Like, how did you go about casting some of the characters that were chosen?
Oh my goodness. It all started with Kerry and Delroy. Kerry and Delroy are our executive producers, and when you have incredible, pillars of the craft as the two of them, everybody else flocks and wants to be a part of it. So But Kim Coleman is our incredible casting director. Kevin Bray directed our pilot. So we felt very lucky. Yvette Lee Bowser, showrunner, you know, who's changed the game, and Tracy, of course, telling her own story. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that cast? So we were very, very lucky. And I was lucky to get to work with Brenda Strong again, who starred in 13 Reasons Why. So we had worked together for many years, and so happy to have her here.
Okay, so now I have to ask this. I felt that there was like somewhat of an educational twist like throughout the series. I want to know, was that intentional?
Absolutely.
Specifically with fans.
That's what this gentleman is here for. Look, everything that we are doing here is obviously to entertain and bring joy to people's lives and see the beautiful Kerry Washington be brilliant as always. But we're here to change hearts and minds. This is Louis Reed, who is
I've worked with Jay-Z's, with Former Lions, worked with Dan Jones, and I've also served 14 years in federal prison. Not just to entertain, but also inspire as well, and educate, just how you talked about. This project is a combination of everything meeting at that intersection. Entertainment, education, inspiration, and experience. Everything meets at that intersection, and we are so ecstatic about this project, and we're hoping that there's a season 2, 3, 4, 5. We want this to be like a Star Wars trilogy. It just never stops.
Yes. Well, I am most certainly looking forward to it. I thank you both for your time today. You enjoy the rest of your evening, and congrats.
Appreciate you.
Finn, how are you today?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I love the energy. So first and foremost,
Thank you.
have to know, how in the heck do you balance it all? Your professional life, your on-screen career, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously being a young adult. How do you balance it all?
I don't.
Does your personal life ever get the short end of the stick?
Well, my personal life definitely benefits from the professional life. You know, I work the professional life so I can have a really comfortable and safe personal life. You know, this is I think the professional life is more stressful than the personal life. You know, I spend a lot of time from the personal life working to perfect things so I can do well in the professional life. You know?
So you have to take me back. Tell me how this role came about for you. Where were you? What time of day was it when you got the email, the telephone call, or a text message about the meeting? Like, take me back.
This was actually last year, February. I was in Oklahoma filming an independent film that's very close to my heart that will be releasing soon, hopefully, called Cricket's Requiem. And I remember I was just in my Airbnb, just watching, I was going through a horror movie cycle at that point. I was watching this Japanese horror film called Ringu, which is The Ring. But I got a call from my agent saying, hey, we got you an audition. I was like, oh, sweet. And then she said, Kerry Washington's playing your mom. And I was like, oh, sweet. So I hung up immediately. I called my acting coach. We immediately started Skyping, did Zoom calls, we practiced, we got the audition in. And then I did the callback the same day I was filming. We had a room separated on the studio for me to do my callback, and I just finished doing like a super hard scene too. Like I was crying everywhere, and then I had to come in and I'd do this callback, complete energy change. You know, I joined this callback, and I didn't know Kerry was going to be on it at the time. I should have. I didn't read the email. I just clicked on the Zoom link, and I'm like, okay, sick, everyone's here, and they're like, oh wait, one more person. And then Kerry joins.
Oh my
and
God.
Kerry looks like a goddess.
Yeah.
And she has these really cool braids and with golden flakes in it. Like she looks like a divine like being, you know. And I immediately forgot everything I was supposed to do in that moment, and I panicked. Took a deep breath. They told me I looked great for the role. They were super excited to see me to read. Gave me a little bit of confidence. I went in, I did my read, and now we're here.
And now we are here. Season 1 later, 8 episodes later. But let me ask you this also. You've had your hands in other projects. How would you say this particular role has different from other projects that you have taken on?
Well, first major difference, Kerry Washington. Second major difference, Delroy Lindo. These are people you get to work with. You know, this isn't like a common thing for me. So getting to getting to go on set every single day, getting to work with Kerry and Delroy every single day. Just, you know, it felt like my life for so long. I was so sad when it ended.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and a huge congratulations
Thank
to you.
you.
I look forward to seeing you more.
Thank you. Could not be happier to be here. Thank you.
Well, hello, beautiful Jordan. How are you?
Good.
Good. So I am firstly going to start off by asking you, how freaking amazing does it feel to be a part of such an amazing comedy series? Tell me all about it.
It felt so good. I mean, this was my first comedy. It was great meeting Miss Kerry, Mr. Delroy. It was great meeting everybody on the set of UnPrisoned, cast of UnPrisoned.
So if you have to choose which episode out of all 8 episodes, would you say was the most exciting for you to work on and film?
I don't know the name of the episode that had my favorite scene.
Okay.
I think it was either episode 4 or 3. I can't remember which episode.
Maybe it was episode 3 and 4.
Okay, maybe.
Let's go for it. Now let me ask you, do you have any advice, right, or golden nuggets that you would like to share with all of the aspiring actors like yourself?
Yes,
Go
I have
for it.
lots. First, believe in themselves. Don't be nervous, because you know nobody's gonna laugh at you like, oh. No, that is not gonna happen. Don't worry about that. And just believe in yourself. Be brave, and also feast your. I can't remember the word, but follow your dreams. Yes, follow your dreams.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jordan. I look forward to seeing more of you, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
I will.
Okay. So let's do it. First of all, congratulations
very
on
much.
wrapping season 1 and
Thank
what I hope to be obviously a season 2.
Me too.
of
I like
UnPrisoned,
mine.
right?
Yeah.
Congratulations. So listen, your role actually was one of my best because you went somewhat from a parole officer, right?
No. He is a criminal justice social caseworker. People keep confusing him with being a PO. No shades to PO, but that's not what he is. He loves his job, he loves his work, he loves his people, he loves his clientele. So, you know, he's just somebody who is forgiving and compassionate and empathetic. Anyway, let me stop, because Malice coming out.
Listen, so not only did you take on that role, but you end up being Kerry Washington's boo, right? So tell me about that, right? So which role did you prefer, like which facet of your character role did you prefer to like rest in?
Which what?
Which facet of your role did you prefer to rest in?
Oh, I mean all of it. Like because how I work is I like to create a full human being, and so now is this compassionate guy. You know, he's good and he's whatever. But as we can see in his relationship with Paige, he's not perfect because that might not be the most ethical thing to do.
Yes,
Love triangle, but, he did it, and so that's a reflection of the show and its complexity of just humanity. So, to answer your question, all of it, full, dense, complex human beings.
I love it. So tell me what your initial thoughts were when you were initially offered to take on this project and step into your character.
Yeah, I mean, initial thoughts was I saw Onyx, I saw Kerry Washington, I saw Delroy Lindo, I saw Yvette, I saw Tracy, and I thought, oh, can I actually do this? And then also I needed a job, and it was either this or OnlyFans, and this was the decision that I made. And so, I was just grateful the whole time. And it was a master class to be here and work with Kerry and Delroy. And we had a lot of fun.
Now let me ask you, my last question is, do you think that there will be a season 2?
I hope so. There should be, because I think we need to continue to tell these kinds of stories in this kind of way. So, I mean, the show is funny, it's smart, it's sexy, it's provocative, it's all these things. So, I hope so. If y'all watch.
If y'all watch.
You see him? If you don't watch, I'm coming for you and you and you and you and you and you and you.
Well, thank you so much, and a huge congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you. Thank you.